As soon as I hit record,
he just Looney Tunes out. Woo, woo.
Yeah. All right, we're back. It's done
waiting for Mike's too. Did
Electric Boogaloo.
Electric?
You gotta say it.
There's a fucking moth.
Get it, dude. Get it.
Kill it. Murder it.
Murdered.
Murder it.
Nice.
It's gonna eat your jerseys.
Oh, you better get them, dude.
That's what it wants.
Yep.
It came for the sweet, sweet jersey.
What the fuck?
Wants that fresh linen. Oh, that was weird. He went, "What the fuck?" and then he froze. Do you think he knew his demise was coming?
Yeah, it's like the last episode of The Sopranos where it just cuts to black.
Somebody capped him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That moth means business.
Yeah, that moth. Dude, you do not want to start a feud with a moth. I tell you what, dude. Oh,
Dude, me? No, for sure not.
No, they're going to come back with all their moth friends, eat all of your jerseys. They're going to get your hats.
My whole collection.
Start eating your hats, bro. Even your
shoes.
They probably go after the shoes. 100%. If they're not in the box.
No.
Yeah.
Moths know how to go for the most expensive things first. I know this. Yeah.
They got champagne tastes.
They do.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll get through these new Nike jerseys though.
Well, it's because they're not real material.
It's fucking
100% from China.
100% Chinese child tears is what is it's Teflon, dude. This shit
they are plastic. They are made of plastic.
They are plastic.
Chinese tears are plastic.
They're 3D printers. That's what
Chinese eyeballs are 3D printers.
God damn it.
They're like, what do you want? What do you want? A rubber duck? I got one of those.
What do you need?
All right. Well, that was. Now we got the sillies out of our system.
The sillies.
We got the sillies. Lex, did you go to any mics? What did you see waiting for mics?
I guess I'm still waiting. I did not this week.
Oh my gosh. Whoa. What about? Did you see anything waiting in lines today?
Waiting in lines.
Yeah, waiting in line. I don't know. I mean, that's your version of.
Did you see Oppenheimer?
I did see Oppenheimer.
Okay.
And?
I don't know.
Right?
I was like, I left the theater being like, was it good? I can't even tell.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, dude. Was it good?
And there was no dong.
No dong.
There was no dong. There was a weird pose held for way too long.
Yeah, there's just a scene of them talking, and you see his thighs.
Yeah, and you're like, this is dumb. He's like sitting crisscross, one leg over the other, smoking a pipe, just naked.
Like what is it, Bill Clinton without the dress?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And a pipe.
It's like, what is it? Is this like fucking Sports Illustrated like naked edition? You know, like that's what the pose looked like. It looked like straight out of that magazine. Or like a basketball player, like he's got like the 1 foot on the basketball, and then the other one's over it, and then he's like flexing.
Interesting. All right. Well, apparently YouTube doesn't want us to get this gay. Yeah.
YouTube's like too soon. Wait 10 minutes.
I still haven't seen it. Which movie was more confusing, Memento or Oppenheimer?
Memento.
Memento is confusing, but that's just because of the timeline thing, right?
Yeah, Oppenheimer has a little bit of that.
Is there? Oh, which one was more confusing, Memento or Tenet? Tenet. Yeah. I like Tenet. Tenet was a great movie. I thought it was. Once I saw it for the 19th time, I really understood it.
Oppenheimer was good. The flow was good.
Overall. So it made sense story-wise?
Yeah, it didn't feel like 3 hours. But
no, I was surprised when it was nearing, like he was getting older, and I was like, how long has it been? And then it ended. I was like, are you serious?
I ask you this? Would you say that it was over in a flash?
No. There was the flash, and then we waited a while.
Oh.
The thing that made me the most upset, and spoiler alert, fuck you people if you didn't see it yet. It's like the biggest movie that's come out in 5 years.
I didn't see it.
The explosion. He should have used CGI.
But did he use a real nuclear explosion?
He should have used, or
that's what it sounds like.
Used a real nuclear explosion.
There
was no mushroom cloud.
Yeah,
it was literally. It looked like the background, like if you just set your background on your computer to moving flames. That's what it looked like.
It didn't make much sense because you're like, again, it's a weird thing that people like in Hollywood want to assume that explosions have fire in them when most don't.
Like literally the screen should have just gone white. Like they should have just simulated a nuclear bomb on screen. Like that's what they should have done.
Yeah.
And instead they showed two dudes with flamethrowers shooting them, and they weren't on screen. And there was a black backdrop, and you just saw flames.
Oh, I see. It was supposed to be like an imaginative, like what, like your representation of it.
And it was quiet for like 3 minutes, and then you hear like the loudest boom ever, obviously.
Yeah.
And everybody's like acting like that was some surprise. You're retarded. If you were surprised by that,
I'm gonna say that that's cap, Clint. I feel like for a split second, every single person in the theater was like, "Where's the explosion? Where's the explosion?"
I was like, this is going to take a fucking minute because I
also heard that it was exactly 30 seconds because of the distance that they were from the bomb. That's what I heard. So the internet says
it was quiet for a fucking minute while you're just watching flames on the screen.
No.
It was. It felt like more than 30 seconds.
Well, also they showed people in different observation areas, so like they showed a closer observation, like a middle, and then a far. So it hit them at different times.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. There's like three booms.
Three kabooms. Three kabooms. Three kaboom. Kaboo boom. Yes.
But it's just such a letdown.
So like, what would you say the
and then
overall,
it goes on for another hour after that disappointment where you're like, was that it? That was the thing that he like made such a big deal about? You blow, dude. What's the director's name? Fucking
Christopher
Nolan. I mean, I love him for the fact that he said Talladega Nights is his favorite movie, but
which he did not say in the movie.
He did not say that.
He did not pop on screen and say, Talladega Nights is my favorite movie. And he popped back out, yeah.
No, he did not.
He did not
He said that in an interview, I think on Howard Stern. But
he then placed in his movie and said, wouldn't this be cool?
He just waltzes in. He's like, Matt Damon, I'll take it for a second. Talladega Nights.
It's underlaid under the explosion. Just like
Ricky Bobby is just in the background of one scene. Like you can't notice him because he's far away, but he's there. Like he's at a Berkeley scene where he's just like it's one of the students. Like if you look, you can see the flames on the pants. You know he's there.
He just walks through and he's holding a shake and bake sign.
Shake and bake.
You're like, wait a minute. Lakers? There he is. Holy shit. Yeah. If you actually color correct the flames, it's the running scene at the end.
it's just Will Ferrell and Sacha Baron Cohen kissing.
So, what would you say then if? See, this is my hang up. I get that it's kind of a biopic about Oppenheimer and sort of about World War II and all that and all the nuclear race.
Didn't really bring up World War II at all. They did a terrible job at that. I'm sorry. You just brought it up and it's another hot point for me.
I know, I could wait. So what would you say is the overall, like, what is the theme of the movie? Like, what's the moral thing of the movie?
Guy thinks up terrible idea, succeeds at making horrible device. Bunch of people die. He feels bad about it. Also, just real quick, just real quick to everybody who is like everybody thinking that this is some unique evil that they're like, oh, these bombings were, this horrific or that horrific. And I was like, they killed way more people in previous raids.
Bro, they were playing fucking volleyball with Chinese babies over the Great Wall of China. Like they were doing things so over the top. No, I was just exaggerating.
No.
I was like, when did
they were doing crazier?
Show me the pictures. Were they winning? That's what I want to know.
Holy shit!
but they were doing crazier things than that. To be honest, like if we're gonna, like, there's pictures of Japanese soldiers doing some insane things.
Yeah,
but
so I just meant that like the U.S. killed more people when they firebombed Tokyo than they did in both bombings.
Well, yes, Tokyo.
Wait a minute. Explain what's the firebombing of Tokyo? What's that?
They dropped
exactly what it sounds like.
Incendiary bombs on Tokyo, and
so Tokyo experienced firebombs. Is that what I'm gathering from that?
Tokyo firebomb.
Tokyo firebomb. Sounds like a sick drink, dude. That sounds like a good shot.
Dude, it's just sake fireball, and then you drop it into a beer.
Dude, oh my god, yeah, it's sake fireball, and then they put one of those not a hot tamale, the hot comets, the fucking like
the hot comet.
Yeah, they put one of those in there, so you take the shot, and then you got the hot comet candy in your mouth afterward.
Dude, actually, now that I think about it, Clinton, you were absolutely right. I said exactly what the thing was, and then you asked for clarification. You're like, what do you mean? I was like, it's all the exact words.
Yeah, no, it's exactly.
Well, because I realized that. I realized it is exactly how it sounds. What I more meant was like what took place. Like I understand that firebombs were dropped in Tokyo, but like what was who made the call, and what I didn't know that was a precursor to dropping the bombs.
Well, so they had been bombing different parts of Japan in preparation for the full-scale invasion, and they thought that they were gonna and rightfully so, sort of break morale by killing a whole bunch of people just in the cities.
That would make you sad.
And so they were like, hey, I'm pretty sure that most, like the dropping of the pamphlets saying like, we're about to bomb you, I don't think was that unique. But they would drop the pamphlets. They're like, we're going to bomb you. And then people were like, nah, it's fine. And then they just carpeted the whole city in fire and killed hundreds of thousands of people.
I'm sensing almost like a reverse cry wolf situation where they say so many shit and so many things, and they're like, all right, yeah, we're kind of used to it at this point. And the one time it means something, they just don't fucking leave. It's kind of bad.
Maybe they were like, hey, we're gonna bomb you, and then previous times they didn't.
That's the old cry wolf. But yeah, all right, I'll take a beat on that one.
Yeah, I was like, I think we need to implement some sort of YKWd-esque bomb Dana that we could just toss to each other. Because I've taken some swings and missed hard, and so people need to know.
Yeah. It's very, very interesting that they. So was it that like, did they not complete the firebombing because they're like, hey, guess what just finished, and then they just brought them in?
Oh no, they were like, hey, instead of bombing them like we have been bombing them, let's use this device and let's try to convince them that we have a ton of these and that we can just wipe out their cities one by one.
I mean, at the time we were the only ones that could make it, so yeah, we did have a ton.
Right? Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it would have. Well, after you drop it on Japan, I'm sure we can get some stuff from Japan.
Let's just say that we had 200% more than. Well, actually, no one else had
doing this.
Is your Wi-Fi on?
I believe Wi-Fi is on. Your Wi-Fi on.
Is your Wi-Fi on?
Yeah, but like we got new Wi-Fi, so it's not the Wi-Fi. I think I'm just like in a dead zone, a weird spot in town.
Mm-hmm. I mean, all that room is going to be a dead zone if you let that moth keep living.
I can't see it.
Gonna eat you out of house and home.
Yep.
It just becomes huge.
Mothman prophecies.
But like he comes out.
Starts living in your closet. Yeah, you come home, it's just like shadow boxing.
You just go like, what the fuck? He's like, oh. He uses one of your jerseys to wipe the sweat off his brow.
Yeah, he's like, hey, bro, do you mind?
Bro.
Do you mind?
Yeah.
Oh, do you mind? He's just drinking the OJ from the carton.
Yeah.
God damn, you gotta go. You gotta go. You keep shadowboxing naked. You're using my jerseys as sweat rags.
You
Stop
gotta
putting
move
your
out.
mouth on the OJ.
It's time to move out. Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at you. This is crazy.
Look at you.
He goes to college.
He has
There's a scene of him being late and running with a whole bunch of books. And they're like, you can fly, idiot.
He also uses the books as a tasty little snack.
Yeah, he's sitting there in class just nomming on the books.
Just eating pages.
Yeah. It's my moth son.
It's my moth boy, dude.
How do you clean up all that moth jizz?
One day he'll grow up to be a Mothra and get destroyed by Godzilla. Just get absolutely ravished.
They're actually called moth people now.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're people with moth.
They're people. They're people moth passing. They're butterfly passing, moth dominant.
Oh man, that's probably a thing, dude. Some 14-year-old idiot has said that in class before.
Why don't they change it to Moth-Person prophecies? I just don't understand. In 2023,
Mothman prophecy.
And everybody just had to sit there and take it like it was real. Like, what's funny about it, too, is, like, this day and age, there's kids in there that are, like, furries and shit that are like, fuck off.
I know.
Like, that are over it.
Like, they just turn in their fox helmet and they're just like, are you fucking serious right now, dude? God damn it, dude. It is pretty
dude,
ridiculous.
Actually, that reminds me, we went to, or I don't know, Connie, when you were here, did you do the Barton Springs?
Barton Springs. Jog my memory, what's that?
It's like a pool. It's like a spring that they made into sort of like a public pool.
No, I didn't do that. I recognize the name. I didn't do that. No, I just hung out in that little area by the Austin River that has tons of snapping turtles. That was cool.
Did you get snapping turtle? Did you get one?
Did I get a snapping turtle? I did not get a snapping turtle, but I did get a nibbling turtle. So I call that a win.
You should bring that little elephant squeal on stage.
Yeah. So anyway,
did you just do the squeal, folks?
It's
a dad thing. It's definitely what my dad does.
100% a dad thing. My dad does this.
Yep.
Like a cat cleaning its face.
Dude, my grandpa
and then
did
it
something
hits the
similar.
knuckles and it goes loud. It's loud as shit somehow. I can't get it that loud. He gets it to where you can hear it across the house. Where you're like, he's scratching his nose.
my grandpa always had this one thing where it was almost like a moment where you just become self-aware. I had heard this noise my whole childhood anytime I hung out with my grandparents. And then I only looked over when I was I think I was 15 after my grandma had died. I looked over when I heard the sound and it was my grandpa just going. Just back and forth, like while he's reading the newspaper, just
for the listening audience, is just rubbing the bottom of his nose with his
the bottom of his nose, just
like we're 90s radio. I like it, Lex.
Yeah,
I like it. Like we're 90s radio.
Yeah.
Oh, and because we're on the radio, he was doing.
All right.
For people who were just listening.
Drive at 5, and then after that, War of the Roses. All right.
Oh no.
Oh shit!
Someone has to.
Dude, I want to be a radio
reference.
guy
That's our
so
local
bad.
reference, right?
That's no, that's not a local reference.
No,
That's
everyone
every
knows
single radio show in the United States.
I don't
of
know.
America.
I'm not a fucking dinosaur that listens to the radio.
Dude,
Every single one. I don't listen to the radio. I listen to old Sirius XM radio shows that are recorded from back in time when Patrice O'Neill was alive and radio was good.
Yeah.
Dude, I found myself listening to old Bonfires just because I was like, Dan, why would you leave me?
Dude, it really does suck. It was the only good radio show out. Like that was still out today. And he left and now it's Bobby Kelly without Jim Norton or Anthony Cumia being like, shut up. You're a fat idiot. Is useless. Now it's just two on fat the radio. Idiots. Now it's just two fat idiots. There's no one to call Big J or Bob Kelly out on their bullshit, and I feel like Bob Kelly's going to drive Big J into some weird stuff. Big J's going to start becoming a huge nerd and like buying iPads and shit, stuff he doesn't need.
See, I miss I guess Bobby's past is just a little too it's a little too sad. But the best moments on the Bonfire used to be when they would just casually say something about like Dan would say something he's just like casual about how shitty his dad was, and then everybody would be like, wait, stop, that's insane. And they would just have those moments where they were like your dad took you to bars at like midnight so that he could get hammered.
Yeah, so they just had sections where they discussed what white trash normal was.
Yeah. And they were just like, wait a second, that's not normal.
But then the Garys, dude.
Gary's.
Both their dad's name were Gary, and like they'd have the Gary stories. Dad, what's my middle name?
Dude, that was the best. Or what is it? What is it? He goes, James.
Yeah.
He's like, it's Michael. It's
my middle name is literally Michael.
Damn.
I also just love the immediate realization afterward. He was just like, are you kidding me? I could have been JJ Okerson. I would love to be JJ Okerson. His dad has just no idea what his name is.
He was so quick with it too. Dad, what's my middle name? James. Like that, like James. Got it.
Nailed it.
Oh shit. Again.
What a great moment. Actually, yeah, let's just recap great moments on other.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, this is we're doing Podception right now.
I was like, you guys remember What You Doing at the
Were you gonna say that's all, folks?
Oh no, I guess.
His ears aren't working.
Oh no, I got.
Well, that is all, folks.
That is all, folks. Thanks.
Christopher Nolan dropped a flamethrower on him disguised as a nuke, and he is gone. Goodbye, Clint Lapsansky III. Albert Clinton Lapsansky III. Local time is 7:30.
And
up next, War of the Roses. I truly didn't know that War of the Roses was like a
oh yeah, everybody does
national radio thing. I didn't know.
I also just love I really want to throw to like going back to the songs and just being like, and remember, we're bringing you the number one nonstop new rock hour.
Nonstop new rock hour. And they play like a 10-year-old Breaking Benjamin song.
Someone needs.
I will not bow.
I will not break. I will shut the world away. My dad's like, turn this gay shit off.
Turn this off.
Turn it to the next station. It's just Chop Suey by System of a Down. He's like, hell yeah, here we go. I'm like,
that's music right there.
I'm like, Dad, come on.
Someone needs to bring radio back.
What?
Like there needs to be like someone needs to like get in there.
Clint, this is the golden time of radio.
Clint, this is nonstop
radio right now.
No, I know, but like
on WFM, Arizona, KLPX, Tucson's new rock.
Because soon everything's gonna have like a paywall and be weird, and like even to get like good episodes, like it's gonna suck.
Yeah,
but radio will always be there. There will always be radio, I think.
Dude, I am so down to just live in a van and do pirate radio.
No, not even pirate radio. Try to get in, do their shit for a while, and then just slowly start breaking the rules until it just becomes a podcast on the radio that's for free. And then they'll see how many listeners it gets, and they'll see like that it's okay, and then we'll get fired once we say something awful, you know?
Yeah,
but then we'll get back.
Gay.
We'll do just Opie and Anthony, but now it needs
the
to happen
FCC are to be like, what did they say? You can't do that. And we're like, oh, I didn't know.
We'll do what Stern did. We'll do what Don Imus did. We'll do what all these guys did, and then get fired later on.
Yeah, but there's only one Howard Stern. There's only one Don Imus. You know, like,
is there though? Because you just named 2 Howard Sterns.
No, he named one Howard Stern and one Don Imus.
Which
Don
one's
Imus
more
was
Jewish?
Don Imus was Howard Stern before Howard Stern.
Right.
No, I understand that. I was just saying that you were like, you just named 2. And it was just for the bit of he said 2 different names.
Yeah, this is a comedy podcast, Clint. You know that.
You get what I'm saying.
But dude, I can't stress this enough. I would thoroughly enjoy being the Steve on Preston and Steve, or the Rich on John Jay and Rich, or let's do it, dude.
That's what I'm saying. We could do that.
Yeah, all we have to do is do that, but with our own twist on it. That's what makes the new thing. Like, I'm saying, we can't.
Show with Lex.
With Lex. No, we've already done this. Remember Fatty and the Twig? That's what we.
Yeah, dude. Fatty and the Twig. I am so
Fatty
down for Fatty and Twig in the morning.
Fatty and Twig in the morning. Tucson's new Connor. DJ Con. I'm down with that. No, I'm just saying that, like, you can't repeat exactly what they've done. Because if you repeat exactly what they've done, it goes under the radar, and we are what we are now because we're trying to be somebody else.
You guys do the intro real quick, and then after the words in the intro, Connor, you start doing a Metallica song for like the intro song that we're playing in. Okay. Ready? Fatty and the Twig. Fatty and the Twig with Lex, Clint, and Connor. All right, welcome to Fatty and the Twig. Here we are. It's a crisp 72-degree morning here in Tucson, Arizona.
The 10 is back up as always.
U of A football about to start. We're getting excited. Here we go. We got a great show for you folks today.
Let's get into it.
Tucson's new rock.
All right, let's throw it to Steve with traffic.
Steve with traffic. A lot of Teslas out here this morning. And since there are only Teslas, there are no accidents. Back to you.
All right, no accidents. Looks like
Traffic's
everybody's getting
boring
to work on time.
Hold on, Steve. Look in the corner there. You see anybody in the corner there? Steve's scared of midgets. We put a midget in there. We locked him in the Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, leave him in there. Leave him in there. How do you like that, Steve? His name's Steve. Get to know him. You're going to be locked in there for the hour for the front of the show. This is what he gets for messing with my cereal yesterday. You all remember.
All I see in the corner is a dead midget. So,
he killed him?
He gone, buddy.
Oh, we're gonna be fired.
We can't end it.
It's a slap on the wrist.
Somebody hit the drop button. We're done. Has this already gone out?
Wait.
Dump it.
Travis, dump that.
Can somebody hit the dead midget button? Can somebody? This is a.
Womp 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 womp.
Oh my God! Yeah, this is what we think of before mics. This is how we get our brains.
This is what we do.
Yeah, it's exactly what we do.
Yesterday, did you realize what you did?
Me? What?
When that lady was inviting us to the Switch.
No, what did I do?
I was like, I got work, and then And I was like, I can't. I got work at 7. And then you went, gay.
Oh, yeah. Wait, no, she said something. She said something about the Switch.
Yeah, wait, they're still doing the Switch?
It's like the last Monday. It's like the last Monday of every month or something. I forget what I said, but I just went, gay. But Tamale's cool, though. So I'll say whatever the fuck.
Yeah, she did stop in the tracks, though. She was like, okay. And then just...
Oh, really? I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, wasn't I eating my Cubano, though? I was eating a Cubano.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'll say anything with a Cubano in my mouth.
That's
two
fair.
different kinds of
Specifically, go easier.
I think that's honestly pretty fair.
Yeah, I was getting all of the good brain stuff. And I was just like, gay.
Yeah, like when I got
Swiss
when I have sushi in my mouth, I'm bound to talk about World War II. Like it's gonna happen.
I will bring it up.
Like I wonder how many fish just immediately exited the ocean once the bomb dropped. You know?
They should be happy. That's why tuna are so big.
You know, I never thought about that. Probably.
Yeah.
They are the Godzilla. I almost said the Japanese version.
Gorilla.
But Godzilla. I almost said the other like Japanese version. We've already done this Godzilla bit before, though. I think we did it on Canceled many moons ago.
It's so hard to remember which bits we've done.
I know, yeah. I mean, I think we arguably just did Fatty and the Twig better than we did it before.
Oh, Fatty and the Twig was not a fleshed out idea before.
Yeah. Fatty and the Twig might make it on the air at some point.
It could, yeah. Maybe it'll be like and since we're finally freed from our shackles of MGP, we could finally just make it an MGP sketch. Fatty and the Twig. What's up, Fatty and Twig in the morning with DJ Con.
DJ Con.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just yeah. I don't know why, but throwing it to I'm trying to roll out of that because I was like, we were building into Fatty and the Twig again. I was like, I don't know how to get out of here.
Yeah, that's okay. We can go back to genetically modified tuna.
So that's really what Oppenheimer was about. Oh, I've been feeling this lately. I've been thinking about this, Lex. You might like these. How about this one?
You just drop that little joke and you go, I've been thinking about this.
Oppenheimer 2. Right? Oppenheimer 2. Sony Sunrise.
What?
Sony Sunrise.
Sony Sunrise.
Or this one, Oppenheimer 2, Korea fucked up.
Korea.
Or this one, Oppenheimer 3. Shit. Hold on, wait. Let me think about wars. Oppenheimer 3, Vietnam's getting uppity.
No, Oppenheimer 3, Vietnam goes French.
Yeah. That was a good
one. Dude, I don't know why, but I love anytime they start playing the Always Sunny intro behind things. The most recent one, and arguably a classic, when little Anakin Skywalker, or not Anakin. No, yeah, a little Anakin Skywalker in the first one goes like, "No one can kill a Jedi."
Anakin kills a Jedi.
Anakin kills a Jedi. Yeah,
I do love that. Yeah,
that's great.
This is really like what our generation, like when we're talking about doing content and stuff. It's just about like it's about content. It's content about content. So it is very weird. This is normal,
dude. Okay, I needed to pause and bring this up because I'm so fixated on it. But
7.
3.
I liked it because there was a zipper sound in there. It was like. I liked it because there was a.
That was my nasal cavity, dude. Fucking ripping in half.
For some reason, I keep getting fixated on the fact that everything is Hamlet.
What?
Oh, you're one of those guys?
Yeah.
You're the worst.
I know.
I know.
Every story is Hamlet.
Isn't that a thing though? It's like it's Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, right?
Yeah, there's like 7 stories, and I'm just realizing now. I'm sitting here, and I said it one time being facetious, but then I'm like, The Lion King is Hamlet, Dune is Hamlet, The Northman, Hamlet,
Star Wars,
arguably basketball, Hamlet. It's crazy how many things are Hamlet. It's nuts.
Give me a 30-second synopsis of Hamlet.
Young boy has a father figure. It doesn't even have to be a boy. Just a younger man has a figure that he looks up to that is also a man. That man gets killed by a rival, usually related somehow. And then the boy grows up and takes revenge on the rival. In Hamlet, it's his uncle. Just like in The Lion King, it's his uncle. The boy is forced into exile, and then he comes back.
The Northman, his uncle.
His uncle. Dune, his cousin.
The uncle. It's always the uncle, dude.
It's always the uncle. But yeah, no, it's just everything is Hamlet, and it sucks.
Damn, dude. Star Wars, it's his dad.
Ooh. Star Wars, it's Hamlet.
Well, then you come up with a new story.
No, I can't, because all the best stories are Hamlet.
Come up with a different one.
That's
Hamlet
weird.
Too.
All the best stories are Hamlet, but Hamlet is not the best story.
Hamlet's not the best version.
It is
Hamlet too. Now it's my dad.
The Northman is a better Hamlet than the Hamlet. Hamlet.
Any version of Hamlet.
The Northman is an incredible movie. I love that movie.
Yeah.
So you're saying How to Train a Dragon, Hamlet.
I've not seen it, but I could hear a story where it's Hamlet.
I mean, dragons are all related, so they got to be, right? I mean, if there's 200 dragons, they're all related.
Oh yeah, if there's only 200.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, well, I mean,
let's map this out.
We're related somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
I mean, everybody's technically related, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Genghis Khan.
If I stab you right now, Hamlet.
No, Hamlet.
But then I got to stab you.
You take revenge on me for killing him.
Yeah. No. So Clint stabs you because you stabbed me. Yeah. There you go. Hamlet.
It's Hamlet.
I got him.
What about like an environmental movie or something? Like we kill the environment and then the environment. All fucking zombie movies are Hamlet. We ruin. Yeah, we change the environment with all of our pollution and stuff. It creates zombies. Zombies take over people. People kill regular people.
Sports movies are Hamlet.
Most sports movies are Hamlet, dude.
Yeah. The Blind Side, Hamlet.
I quite enjoy Hamlet.
No, The Blind Side.
I mean, I swear, dude, there is really not a bad sports movie. In my eyes. I mean, they're all perfect. They're all
pretty good.
Mostly all of them are about true stories and done by like actual company. Like it's hard to find a sports movie that's like done by like a shitty company. You know what I'm saying?
Rocky 3, Hamlet.
Yep. Wait, don't you mean Rocky 4 or Rocky 3 and 4?
Actually, Rocky 3 and 4, both Hamlet.
It's one Hamlet together. It's Ham and then lit.
Independently Hamlet.
Hamlet.
Hey, I'm just writing
And then Drago's like, Hamlet, slow down.
Oh, Drago.
I will break you, Hamlet. And then Hamlet kills whoever Hamlet kills in the play of Hamlet.
Oh, Drago, you're going to have to kill my best friend. He's a black guy that everybody loves.
And this movie is made in 1982, so it's pretty progressive.
He's going to dance like a jackass. Whoa, hey.
Whoa. There's going to be a whole
watch out.
with
I'm Rick rolling here. What are you doing?
We're going to get Rick James for way too much money. Whoa, hey.
I was like, there's like 18 minutes of Rick James. You're like, why is this so long?
Rick James in the middle of the movie does a full concert, dude.
Really?
It's fucking sick. It's a
Have
great
you not seen
movie.
Rocky 4?
Have you not seen all the Rockies like in a row? Have you never done that in a day? Just sat down and watched all the Rockies?
Rocky 3, I remember the least because I know it's the one with Clubber Lang, and I remember I've seen that like once. I've seen like the big ones. I've seen the first, the second, the fourth, and Rocky Balboa.
Those are all the ones that you need to.
No, but
Creed 1. That's what I've seen.
No, you gotta watch all the way up to Creed, dude.
Dude, actually, I gave out. I don't think I even watched Creed 2.
No, you got to watch all the Creed. The Creeds are fun.
Creed 2 is the return of Drago, right?
Oh, never mind. I've seen Creed 2. I didn't see Creed 3.
Creed 2, Electric Drago.
Dude, I enjoy in Creed, the first one, the people that he fights are actual boxers.
Mm-hmm. And he got punched by one of them. That last punch that the one where he gets knocked out. He actually got knocked out by that. He was just like, just punch me. Like, I want to make this look real. Because like Rocky Balboa, fucking Sylvester Stallone. Oh man, I'm a jackass.
No, dude, you're just invested in the movie. You're invested in Hamlet.
Well, no, he was there when they were filming Creed. I don't think he was in. No,
Creed 3, he was not in. Creed 3, he was not.
Yeah, he wasn't in the third one. Yeah, but the first one, he was like there and was like, "What I just." He was like, "How did you make it look so real?" He's like, "I just took the punches." So like, do that if you wanted to look.
Got hit.
So that's what he did. Like, and so he did it the same way. So like, he knows how to box now and shit.
Yeah, no wonder Sylvester Stallone sounds like a beggar outside of Circle K. Hey, you got any loose change or something?
There's 4 movies where he just got destroyed.
Yeah.
And then one where they just like let Hulk Hogan throw him everywhere.
Yeah.
Because think about the takes that they didn't use, dude. Like how many times he got thrown around that day. And like he's not a trained wrestler. Like he was getting thrown out the ring and shit. Like
nice.
It's also shocking to realize how small Sylvester Stallone is.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
He back in the day, like in 70s and 80s, he was like 5'11", but he's with age, he just gets shorter and shorter and shorter, and they just the lifts get taller and taller and taller.
Dude, no, seeing him next to
Drago.
No, well, Drago, yes, but also
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Hogan looks Hulk like a bona fide giant, and
Hulk
he's
Hogan
not.
Back then, though, was big. He was pretty big back then. He was like 6'7" back then, but
his build weight was 6'7" back in the 70s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But right now he's more like 6'2", 6'3".
Because of all like the spine shit, dude. Like,
and he has no cartilage left anywhere.
Think about how many times in that run he did that atomic leg drop and just had to jump as high as he could and just land on his ass every night.
Just
that was his
finishing
his
spine.
Move. Yeah.
That
was his finishing move.
Doing the Adriana Chechik every night. Just everyone saw that video.
Except there wasn't a bad dragon underneath.
Not that video, the other video.
Not most of the videos, that one particular video.
There were no penises in it. But she was getting fucked.
You don't know that.
There was somebody jerking off in that room.
Oh, yeah.
There always is.
They were hiding underneath all of them.
My new thing is the behind the scenes.
Oh, that's what you're rolling with nowadays?
It's pretty fun.
But just a conversation before they get fucked?
No.
Oh. Them like signing the paperwork.
No.
Like, I agree.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are you talking about porn or are you talking about movies?
Little column A, little column B.
Or porn movies.
Yeah,
we're talking about porn movies.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you call
both, to be honest.
Okay, no los dos.
But no, because like you'll see like what's going on in the because now it's like on a phone. It's like a dude who's like doing makeup, who's like filming on his phone, and like you see like the set, and he like films what's going on, what they're actually filming that day, and then there's like some other star that just shows up and is like, hey, and it's just like going at him.
Oh, get like, that moth, dude. Get that moth. It's flying around. Oh, get it. Dude, those are your jerseys. That's your livelihood. Get that bitch.
Yeah, Clinton, your 401k is in sneakers.
Yes.
You need to protect them.
Your 401k is on your wall right now.
I honestly wish it was. That'd be so sick. Because if it was, dude, I'd have like vacuum sealed pairs and shit. And like it actually would be cool to be like, look at this. Like there's 2 of these.
Yeah.
Like
One,
people people that wouldn't know shoes would be like, that's actually pretty cool. Like, you know.
What are the ones that like tie themselves or whatever? Like they made the Back to the
Nike
Future
Air
ones.
Mags. That's my dream shoe. That's my dream shoe, bro.
How many of those exist?
When they first came out, I think it was like 2,500 pairs. And then when they came out the next time, I think it was only like 10,000 pairs.
Dang, so very rare.
It came out like when the movie happened the first time. So like most of those ones are like destroyed.
Right.
Oh yeah,
they're old as shit.
Got 'em.
And like, no, if you don't wear like what Nike and Jordan and all those brands use, it's like a foam based thing on the sole.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's not plastic or like, you know, or rubber.
Yeah, I've seen foam. What it does. Yeah,
they degrade over time.
If you don't wear them, it compresses the foam and it makes it a solid thing, almost like a plastic or like a rubber. But if you don't wear them, it just the air gets in there, and then it literally just
disintegrates,
peels away like a sauce. Like you can just bloop.
So you said vacuum sealed earlier. Wouldn't it be better, like if you got some of those Nike Air Maxes, like vacuum seal it? Does that do anything to it?
Yeah, because if you vacuum seal it, no air gets on.
No air gets in.
It stays fresh. It's essentially like freezing it.
What if you just put a silica packet with the shoes?
It might help. I'm sure when they vacuum seal it, they put silica packets in there. I'd probably put two in the shoe and then just
and then if you take it out of the pack, it's just ready to throw in the microwave and then ready to eat right after that, right?
Exactly. You got to boil them first for about 30 minutes.
30 minutes? I don't know.
And then halfway through, you want to add
chicken nuggets.
You open the bag while it's still in the water.
And then pour the seasoning packet in.
And then you shut it, put that rubber band back on, and then and then you open it up, put the butter sauce on there, and you got crab legs.
Dude, I love the idea of like craft crab legs that come in a box on the show.
Dude, that's how
give them a good shake, and
that's how you do like crab leg boils, dog. They're in a boil bag and you fucking throw it in a boil.
Like sous vide almost.
Yeah. That's how you do that shit, man.
That's pretty cool. Never had a real crab leg boil. That would be nice to have. You trying
to do a fucking seafood boil? Like
I'm trying to do a seafood boil.
When are you coming to town? Oh, you know what? We got to plan just a boys trip.
Yeah.
To Lexus. Seafood boil.
Yeah. What are you doing in November, dog?
Thanksgiving.
All right, so we're coming to Lexus for Thanksgiving, guys.
Friendsgiving seafood
Friendsgiving seafood boil.
No, you're probably going to be coming here for Thanksgiving, or nah? Your family doesn't do that because they're not American.
Yeah, what do they do in...
yeah.
Dude, that was the best. It's just so dismissive. Not American.
Yeah, they don't have electricity in those caves, right?
No. Mostly over fire, my family does the business.
Old school. That's cool. I respect that, but it's 2023, and
his dad got his mom by clonking on the head with a giant stick.
Dragging her into the cave.
Now that's not false, but I don't agree.
Your father's name is Drock.
Straight Neanderthal blood, dude.
No, we are savages.
Is the boat finished for when he comes to visit you in November? Has he finished making that boat?
No, he hasn't.
No, you even said it like your people. No,
I didn't even notice.
No, it's not.
No, it isn't. My parents moved.
Oh shit! Really?
Oh, dude, that place
out of state or just somewhere else in town?
Out of state.
What?
Because we're live, I'm not going to tell you where. But
obviously, yeah. I was just figuring if it was still here or somewhere else.
There's no excuse for you to have to come here.
Yeah, dude, I've never seen you guys again.
That's really a pisser.
Well, that's perfect because then we got to get off our asses and come to his house for Thanksgiving.
I know. I'm so down, dude. Let's do it.
Also,
let's
no,
fucking do it.
there's a ton of other reasons for me to come to Tucson, but yeah.
Is
Like
there
friends?
though? Oh yeah, your
Well,
wife's family.
Yeah.
Bet,
I'm
not
bet,
gonna
bet,
see
bet,
it.
bet, bet,
Clint,
bet, bet.
Clint, you and I can take care of that.
Well, no, we want them to stay here, so that way he always has to come back for some fucking reason.
No, what I'm
And we can
saying
be
is
like,
we can
Lex,
pretend to be
forget
his
your
wife's
family.
parents.
Come hang out with us.
Come hang out with us.
You're here.
No, but for real though, like let's do something in like November or something. You know, like just a few days.
I'm down. I'm gonna. If there is a bye week in November, and Texas
You have
plays,
to stop basing everything off of football, dude. You have to.
If football, vacation. And you're like, no, it's not.
If football, no vacation. If no football, vacation.
No, what I'm saying is, if there's a bye week in November, and there's a Texas game at Texas during that week in November, that would be the perfect week because we could hit a Texas game. Like all of us. And like
I have not been to a Texas game.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like that would be the perfect week. And we
Oh,
could go like
Clint,
this and we could go hard.
Oh my God.
Look
I
at
have
boys.
walked past. There's a store that sells like hats and whatnot.
Yes.
There's a hat that just says sports.
The Norm McDonald.
I have wanted to get you a sports hat, or my wife and I have both walked past the store, but like we have to get
Sports.
Get me
It
the
just,
hat.
sports.
Get me
I'm
the
like, you need this hat.
Oh
I don't
my
know.
God. I was
I
at
don't know why.
Tombstone this weekend. I almost made a purchase.
Oh, I
Wait,
heard that you
wait.
dressed up in Tombstone,
You're in-
dude.
Of course I
You're in
dressed up.
Tombstone?
I didn't really dress up. I just wore a flannel and then I just asked for some suspenders and wore like an old timey hat. And then it was
Wait,
like boom.
You were a
costume.
minor 49er.
I was
And
like, no,
then-
you went more Peaky Blinders with it.
And then I went there and you could rent a fucking gun. And I saw all these dudes walking around with guns. Like every dude at this thing had a fucking gun.
Was it like a prop gun?
Yeah, prop gun. And I was like, I can't be the only dude walking around without a gun.
I will be getting it.
Like this is crazy. Like I contemplated before I found the rent-a-gun buying a replica gun. Like there was like 3 of them for $100, and I was like, I might get
Clinton,
this.
out
then-
here, it's just regular guns.
No, I know. I also could have bought a regular gun there, but
No ID, no registration
Yeah,
status.
but they were more expensive than the replica
The
ones. And I was like,
replicas,
but and then I was thinking about, I was like, we could use the replica one in like sketches later on and stuff. So that could be like an
True.
actually useful
That would be
purchase.
pretty cool.
But then I was like, nah, because it's like a 6-shooter. That's not going to work as well. You know?
Did you do any pretend gun fights in the street?
Yeah, did you get...
No. But Wyatt Earp, dude, was walking around, and he did give me some eyes a couple times. And I was like,
dang.
motherfucker,
You're like, you killed my dad, and
you
then it's
better
Hamlet
watch
all
out.
over again. It's just fucking.
don't you look at me, Marshall.
You're like, don't you look at me. This is Hamlet.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, so I rented a gun, and then I was like, well, now I'm cowboy as fuck, dude. Put it on loose, so it was like half on my hip.
Yeah.
half off. It
That's
was
the equivalent of
Dog.
that's the 1800s sagging your pants.
No,
what
dude,
that
that's
is.
the Han Solo right there. You got
Yeah, dude. You
You
got it. Next dress up thing at fucking Tombstone, Connor. You and your girl are fucking coming, bro. Because it
I'm
is,
down, doggy.
dude, renting the fucking gun and fucking walking around with a piece and then getting a cigar at the smoke shop and just smoking a cigar outside while your girl is in just like a shop is a fucking feeling. It's a good feeling.
Dude, all I'm saying is next time, whenever it is, you got to go all out. You got to get like spurs and shit.
I know, dude.
Like, you got to have like
When I was little,
wait, what?
when I was little, I used to do that shit, dude.
For real?
When we went to Trail Dust Town, every time my grandpa came over when I was little, because he lived in Pine Top, every time he came down to visit, his last day we would go to Trail Dust Town, Pinnacle Peaks. You
Dude,
know?
saying
Yeah,
that was the Tucson thing to do for out of town family.
Dude, it's so crazy because one of my friends growing up, like for whatever reason, his mom loved it. Mm-hmm. We would go to Trail Dust Town, like anytime that like I was over at their house or they were like gonna go to dinner, and they were like, "Oh, come with us." They always went to Trail Dust Town. They were like, "Pinnacle Peak. We're gonna sit there. Everybody gets a sarsaparilla."
Make sure you wear a tie.
It's so
she was like, "We're all wearing ties next time." It was always next time. We never did it.
Yeah, and so we would always go on his last day, and my grandpa, he was like cowboy hat wearing, mustache, like he was a cowboy. When I was little, my grandpa was a cowboy. I was like, well, it's obvious. Look at him. Like,
wait,
obviously.
You're like, what? You're like,
grandfather was a cowboy when you were younger.
You're like,
no, like when you're little, you know, and you don't like really know what anybody does or anything, and you just like from cartoons and everything I've seen, I was like, well, my grandfather's a cowboy, so that's awesome. And then we go to
like, Wyatt Earp better look out. My grandpa's a cowboy.
I was
dude.
like, he's a badass, so everybody watch out.
He and then Pilgrim.
Pilgrim. Your dad is John Wayne.
Yeah.
Or your grandpa's John Wayne.
Yeah. So we would go to Trail Dust Town, and I would be like, I gotta dress the part with my grandpa, you know, because we're going to his neck of the woods. Because when you're little, you think Trail Dust Town's like legit.
Also, I apologize. I have to do this. True Grit, also Hamlet.
3 to you, man.
It's all Hamlet, dude.
It was gonna kill me. Clint, please continue.
But yeah, so I would dress up full cowboy, spurs. Because you gotta remember, my sister was like into hunter jumpers, and so I'm a barn kid. Like I've been in, you know, I know all that shit.
Yeah.
So I had all that shit when I was little. So cowboy boots, spurs, dude, Levi's, fucking dope ass cowboy shirt, like a Western ass shirt.
Woo!
Yeah, fucking cowboy hat, bolo tie, like the works. Yeah, cap guns, 100%. Would not go to Trail Dust Town without cap guns when I was little. Yeah.
Dude, funny enough, when I was... Are you done? Nope. It was just amusing because during that time, for like in your life, in my life, I was in Philly and our cap guns were like the 38 special.
Yeah.
And so we didn't even get like the Western
like fucking the
guns.
mob dusters.
Yeah, exactly. Like a detective in an old movie.
Yeah, those like clear orange ones were the only ones you were getting. Yes, yeah. I know exactly. My mom wouldn't let me get those cap guns.
The orange ones?
Yeah, the 32 specials or whatever, like that.
The 38, the snub nose ones.
The snub nose revolver cap guns.
She would not let me get those because it was a gangster gun. Only cowboy guns.
That's what.
Because cowboys are American.
Yeah, cowboys are America.
That's probably literally the reason. No, Italians use those guns, Clint.
No, but seriously, once Soprano comes out, whatever you want. I had 9mm fucking BB guns and shit, and like it was just Christopher, my mom. That was a little Christopher Moltisanti after fucking Sopranos came out. That was a problem.
You walk into a deli, you're like, "Hey, what the fuck?
Give me the mortadella, come on."
No, make with the gabagool.
Sopranos, also
so
Hamlet,
good, dude.
Also, Hamlet.
Actually, no. Sopranos is its own story.
Sopranos, not Hamlet. Many Saints of Newark.
Hamlet. Yeah.
Sopranos is lit, dude. I'm watching it right now.
Dude, I've never gone back and rewatched it. I caught a couple episodes when my dad watched it when I was a kid, but I never.
Still never seen it.
Oh, it's a definite, dude. It's like The Matrix.
I do identify with. Fuck you. First of all, fuck you. I do identify with a guy who has panic attacks and loves cured meats. But...
So true, dude. Everything.
Damn, dude, am I Tony Soprano?
Like, wait a second.
The first 2
I
seasons,
love gabagool.
I love
get
salam.
monotonous because of that. Where you're like, well, he's grabbing the secured meat. I know exactly what's gonna happen. Like you didn't write this well. Like this is,
Dude, just the number of times where he is like wife beater, boxers, robe, standing in front of the open fridge, housing gabagool. And I'm just like, I don't have a robe, but I would live that life.
yeah, dude, it's a great life. You ever done that in the morning? Just snap some gabagool.
No, but like during the winter months, I do. That is my favorite thing, to put on my robe and just eat shredded cheese from the fridge.
Or salami.
I do the thing where I try to hold it really tightly with these fingers and then put the fingers into my mouth so that I don't drop cheese everywhere.
I only know that as the last bit of chips in the bag.
Oh, I do that with shredded cheese so I don't get it everywhere.
Because I have the doggos, dude. I do not care.
You got,
if there's cheese on the ground, it's
throw it into my mouth.
You have what we call AI Roombas.
I go, there you go, my minions. Follow me.
Yeah.
I am Cheese Man. Follow.
Yeah, you have cordless vacuums is what you have.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
They have cords. You just snatch those tails, dude.
And sometimes they eat things that they are not supposed to. And you're like, well.
That's their antenna, or Lex. It's their antenna.
One time, one of my dogs.
Home back to the station.
You remember those poppers that you would throw on the ground, the little paper rolls, and you
Don't throw those at your dog.
No, one time I was throwing those in the house when I was little. One of my dogs, it didn't pop, and then one of our dogs just ate it.
And then
like, well, we'll see what happens there.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, are you guys telling me you never had fights with those where you would toss them at each other and see if they?
Yeah, dude, 100%.
Yeah, right. I made a popper grenade one time,
dude. We would have fights with M80s.
Don't ever, if you're listening, this is a real thing. Do not ever do that, dude. You will fucking go deaf.
What?
I made a popper grenade one time. I emptied hundreds of poppers into tissue, and then I tightened it a little too hard, and it fucking exploded, dude. It was like a grenade went off. Dude, this was a...
You walk out of a building holding your other arm, and you're just like, what happened?
Connor walked in
Saving Private Hannah, dude.
It's just Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
also,
no, dude, you tightened it. You tightened it, and then it was a minute later. You didn't even hear it.
Dude, I did this at 7:30 in the morning. Everyone was sleeping, and they were up after that, dude. It was the stupidest thing. One of the stupidest things I've ever done. I'd do it again, though.
Yeah, we used to tape BBs, plastic, BBs, airsoft pellets, to an M80. And we would use them as grenades.
You made a nail bomb, is what you're saying?
I would have pipe bomb fights with my friends in the desert.
And we would do this. Dude, we were probably 9 at my friend's house in this country club where there's golf courses, and he was on this one hole, and it was all sand bunkers. So it was fucking World War II, dude. It was crazy.
You gotta take out those AA guns.
Yeah, and he had 9 brothers, so everybody had 6 airsoft guns, and they were all good ones too. That were all automatic and stuff. And even back then, some of them had the lights where you could see the BBs going, and it was fucking sick, dude. It was legit war.
Wait. Did you guys also have the friend who you would do the spring airsoft gun fights when you were hide in the desert or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
And then for some reason they were actually, I have this gas powered gun, so go fuck yourself, and they would shoot you a bunch.
I would. I never had. I was never allowed to do stuff like that when I was a kid. I wasn't allowed to do paintball and and airsoft and all that shit. I did all that shit in my teens, in my later teens when I wasn't supposed to. When I was supposed to be at school, that's when I did all that shit.
Oh,
my parents didn't know about it.
I was right in the 12 to 14 range, and then after that, I didn't really fuck with it.
I was still playing with Transformers when I was 13.
Okay.
That should tell you a little bit.
That's an okay toy to be playing with at 13, though.
I thought so too. My mom actually made me get rid of them. Which way to go, Mom? She made me a man.
To transform and like to untransform, that's a motherfucker. I remember doing that as a kid. That was a
no instructions kind of kid.
Yeah, that dude. You always lost the instructions to those fucks.
Yeah. But I mean, like, what I would do is I would actually, like, it was a thing, you know, like if I got good grades or something, you know, I could get the new Transformer, you know, and the second I got it, I took the instructions and I threw them away, and then I just tried to figure it out on my own.
Yeah, that's like the fun of it.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
You know, like, all right, where does his head come out of? Does it like, where's the head?
There's a little thing that pulls down and it comes out of his chest. Everybody knows
that's why I don't get mad at adults who are into Legos. I'm like, man, that's like
it does take skill.
Wait,
you're building a puzzle. That's no different from a puzzle.
It's just a 3D puzzle.
Yeah.
Now, if you have Disney Legos as an adult, therein lies the problem.
It depends. How big is it?
8
and
inches.
what version of Disney are we talking? Are we talking about Star Wars Disney? Or are we talking about Mickey Mouse Disney?
Is this new age or old age?
Old age, Cinderella.
A bust?
No, the castle.
Yeah, a bust. Oh, the whole thing? How big?
Yeah. 8 inches.
Oh, that's not big enough. Yeah, you shouldn't be building that.
8 is big enough.
No, it's not.
Stop telling me 8 is big enough.
That's like that big of a fucking castle.
No, I know.
Well, my castle's 7.5, but I say
it's
it's
a
8.
small box of Legos, dude. That's no.
They're normal size boxes.
They're average Legos.
They're average Legos. I mean, come on. Look, you're making me really self-conscious about my Lego sets here.
You should be.
5.5 inches is good for Legos.
It's good. She says it's good. She says it's the biggest she's ever been with. She says it's the biggest Lego set she's ever seen. She asked me to come over later and we could play Legos again.
Wow, what a Lego set.
Wow, what a Lego set.
A lot of people think this is a small Lego set. I'll tell you, no easy feat, this Lego set.
Can I tell you, this is just off subject, but my dad messaged me. I love how our interactions go. He just goes, hey, just checking in once a month. What are you up to?
Wait, is your dad still buying random toys with the money that he charged you rent to live in his house?
Wait, what do you mean?
Did your dad just, like, when you were paying him rent to live in his house, just go around buying a whole bunch of like adult toys, like a race car?
I wasn't paying him enough for it to be like make a difference. I was only paying him $300 a month for rent. You know, it's not that much.
If he had race car money, why does he need your $300?
It was the principle of it. He didn't want me to feel like I could fuck off and not have that responsibility. You know, that's what I think it was. He could be a cheap bastard. I don't know.
All I'm saying is, I'm like, who get like this? It's a rounding error to him. It doesn't matter.
He's like, hey, just checking in once a month. What are you up to? And I said, nothing much, just writing a lot, doing shows, planning vacation. You? And he said, just living the dream, hanging out, going to work, dropping acid. That's what he said.
Your dad's getting into acid?
He's obviously, I hope so, but I know he's fucking around. Like he says shit like that. And I'm like, now we're talking, baby. And he goes, oh, the usual. And then I go, speaking of babies, did Val, my stepsister, name her baby Acid? And then he goes, no, why would you ask something so bizarre? Her name is Emery. And I'm like, dropping acid, keep up, Pops. And he just breezes right by it. And then he says, they were all here for the weekend before last for 4 days because their air conditioner blew up all 5 dogs, 3 adults, and 1 baby. And then I was like, I think you meant to put a comma in there somewhere. It sounded like the air conditioner blew up the entire family. Is what he said. Then after that, he said, what a fucking mess. He meant to say that their air conditioner broke, so they all had to come down and stay at his house.
And he was like, no, I was walking through bodies like it was Nom.
Yeah. My dad was... Dad's like, just another Tuesday in Da Nang. And he goes, where are you planning vacation? I can tell you the best places to get COVID. And I said, to Jefferson, Colorado, getting a cabin. And he was like, Jefferson, Colorado. I said, yep, it's a tiny little town. It's a nice cabin on 10 acres, a river to fish in, going to be cold. Said, sounds like fun. How did you figure that one out? I was like, we Googled secluded cabins in Colorado. Like he doesn't, I know he asked the question. I know he knows the answer, but like, I don't think he realizes that he's asking very obvious answers,
Googleable questions.
Yeah. And he said, well, okay, I have a client that owns cabins up near Durango, like Airbnb cabins. And I was like, well, we already got the cabin in Jefferson, Colorado. So
in a different place,
in a
like
different
a completely different area.
I'm like, cool, that's barely in the same area. And
I bet you if you would have said that, he would have came back with like, it's only a 3-hour drive.
he would have. He definitely would have.
Also, though, how hilarious is it that he was like, oh, you already booked your vacation? I know a guy who could have gotten you that vacation for free. Oops. And you're like, why did you say this earlier?
Well, I mean, if you're going to pay for this one in Durango, I mean, we'll do two. We'll do a bang bang. But yeah, he did bring up, Clint, though. He did bring up that September's coming up and test and tunes are going to start at the racetrack. So if you're down for test and tunes, pit crew. And we're gonna have wireless inner ear devices, so we're gonna fucking be a pit crew, dude. Hell yeah, dude. And then he said, as a matter of fact, I need to call those guys up before they close. Talk about the communication. He's like, I'll catch up with you soon. Take care. Love you. As if like a text chain isn't just forever,
Like
just like I can't remember the last time I said goodbye on a text. Like, can you remember the last time you said goodbye on a text?
Never.
It's infinite. It goes on forever.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think I have ever said
also,
goodbye.
love you? How gay can you get? No, I'm just kidding.
The closest thing to a goodbye in text is thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
The worst is when they go, no, thank you. And you're like, fucker.
Always got to get the last
word. That's the no you hang up first of text conversation. Now I have to respond.
God. I'm gonna have to kill my dad, and then it's gonna be a weird Hamlet.
No, I have to send something like, oh no,
wait for your uncle to kill your dad.
Actually, you need to know how much this actually means to me. Thank you so much. And then see what you send after that.
When I say stuff to him like that, he does not respond. He's like, all right, actually, see you later, queer.
I can sort of resonate with that where my dad, because again, Europeans,
yes,
whenever you're like, oh, like this was really great, he goes, uh-huh. You're like, oh, I love spending time with you guys. He's like, cool. You're like,
that is your dad. I love that. I like how the modesty of downplaying what they know is a very important thing. They just go, all right, cool.
He's like, cool.
And inside he's going, he's going to think about this forever.
Ruined my life. And he's
literally like the whole Pinnacle Peak tie thing. Whenever you wear a tie, they cut it. My dad let us do that one time. I still think about it to this day. I'm like, it's cool. I got to do that. He's like, I'm not ruining any more of my fucking ties.
Yeah.
He's like, we're only wearing ties I don't like.
Yeah, how many ties do you think we have? Yeah.
Dude, the most heartbreaking thing is that the tie that he gives you to wear is the one you got him for Christmas, like the previous year.
Damn, dude.
You're like, ah!
I thought you would have liked the Steelers tie. I don't like the Steelers.
Yeah.
He's like, I've never liked the Steelers.
Yeah. If you go to Pinnacle Peak today, you will see a smiley face tie hanging from the ceiling, which is the one that I got for my dad for his birthday.
Dude, no bullshit. Wait, for real?
Yeah, for real. You guys called it, man.
Yeah, my dad would go to the thrift store and buy 9 ties that were $1 and fucking hand them out and be like, all right, everybody, you got a tie.
That's a smart move.
Yeah. You didn't grab the... Also, my dad doesn't wear ties. So there's like 2 ties in this whole house.
Well, yeah, there's like weddings and funerals.
Yeah. Blue collar family. There's no ties.
Yeah, why do you need ties?
There's jean shorts and dirty t-shirts. That's what we got.
Nice. Yeah, that's all you need.
Jean shorts that,
good job
that
done.
Used to be actual jeans, though.
A couple.
No.
Not purpose-built jean shorts.
Yeah.
No, there's for
like
sure.
You bought 501s and then you got sassy with it.
Yeah, you're like, wow, the knee's gone on this one. Might as well.
Clint, you going to the Mint?
No, because I don't.
Dude.
It's
Gotta
bucket
get material
dude.
for waiting for mics, man.
I know, but it's a bucket mic, and I can't.
You gotta come on, man.
I do mics every other night except for tonight.
Waiting for mics.
So
we go to Bumstead, so we can make it to Bumstead. Nothing.
Oh, for that?
6.
Yeah, I was gonna say 7.
I'll go 7. Round it up.
All right. Waiting for Mike's number 2 in the bag. I am going to go try to come up with a better screenplay than Hamlet.
You won't.
It is the only screenplay.
Wait, Connor.
It's the only one.
You ever read Frank Herbert's, dude?
God damn it, dude.